5:30 other than the weather. Gary Sinise, Lieutenant Dan, has a new role to add to his resume. He has been named the honorary starter for the 56th annual Daytona 500. He'll get to wave the green flag when the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series resumes on the 23rd, Sunday the 23rd, coming up in a couple of weeks. Says he's honored to be part of the race to, quote, raise awareness and support for the men and women who serve our country. I have a Gary Sinise story I will tell you in the break.
Shirley Temple Black, who rose to fame and is said to be the most famous child actress in Hollywood history, has died. Her publicist says that she died peacefully on Monday night at her home in California from natural causes. She retired from filmmaking at 22. She served as U.S. delegation to the United Nations as an ambassador to Ghana and also Czechoslovakia. Shirley Temple Black was 85 years old.
Remarkable life for Shirley Temple, and one of, has to be the cutest child actors ever born.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
and served as a spark of hope during the Depression, so I hear as I read more about her. So
Absolutely. Real quick, my Gary Sinise story. I won't wait until the break.
WJBF.com.
All right, fine. I'll hold it for you internet viewers only. WJBF.com. Go there now. We'll talk about it during the break.
All right, a new study shows that for women, the taller, the better. For men, height just really doesn't matter so much. Women in this study say that they prefer a tall partner for protection and to feel more feminine. So I guess size does matter.
They may be charming, but romance scams target us on our computers for our money and our online accounts. Kay Scott at WJBF.com.
Don't you dare.
Be extra careful of scammers trolling online dating sites. They may try to pull you into what's called long con scams, usually part of an organized crime ring. Really? Criminals create fake identities, they lure you in, and after a relationship is formed, they ask for money. Victims of romance scams lost at least $56 billion in 2012. How do you tell the difference in a scammer and just a regular girlfriend?
Oh, that cut low.
Go
But
to WJBF.com.
Jay Hart at WJBF.
I'd like to continue more of this during the break. And then after that, we have more to go. A kindergarten teacher wins the Golden Apple Award this week.
She uses rhymes in her lesson plans to prepare her students for first grade. Coming up, we'll take a look at this teacher in Waynesboro.
Here are your weather headlines tonight. Cold, cloudy, and damp. Tomorrow, freezing rain, an ice storm, and by Thursday, we could wrap this up with a wintry mix. Have your forecast next.
So this is one of my
Welcome.
coolest stories. Hi, WJBF.com. A few years back, I was in Washington, D.C., and, you know, doing all the touristy stuff, and we go to visit Arlington National Cemetery. And we went and saw JFK and Jackie's grave, and the changing of the Tomb of the Unknown. You know, did all those
Very
things.
cool, yeah.
And as we're just walking, there's a big group of us in this. We were just walking on by ourselves. We weren't with a tour, but there was a tour group we kept running into. And this particular tour group had a white van that would stop with it, and everybody else was walking. This van would stop, and they'd get out, and they had like their own special tour going. I got a little closer, realized it's Gary Sinise.
Oh, cool.
We were touring Arlington National Cemetery
Yeah.
with Gary Sinise. Guy, I mean, first of all, we know he's performed here at Fort Gordon with the Lieutenant Dan Band. He's very involved in Veterans Affairs
Right.
and things of that nature. But he was the coolest guy. He really was.
He
I mean,
seems to be.
yeah, I mean, he was, what you see is what you get, very natural. And to the point where he was, you could tell he was literally there in the, what do you say, in the moment. Like he was really
Taking it all in.
yeah, somber and observant and trying to, aware of his place. And there were these people that were coming, you're Gary Sinise, can I take a picture? And you could tell he was like, yeah, because it's not the time or place, but he was very nice and very cordial. He took time to talk to everybody, and just I couldn't have been more impressed. What were the odds of running into him at Arlington?
A while ago?
It was about 5-6 years ago. I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah. Cool.
It was yeah, it was well after I mean, he was a household name by this point. You know, everybody knew who he was.
That's
clearly.
pretty cool. He seems to be very down to earth,
Yeah.
approachable, you know, and for him to do so much for our men and women who serve, he's got to be a great guy.
Yeah, yeah, and Forrest Gump, still one of the best movies of all time. But I mean, he does a good. I mean, everything he's in, he's done. He gets sort of typecast because everybody remembers that role so well. But he's done a lot. He's on TV now. Is he in CSI?
CSI.
See, I always get those confused. Is his show not on anymore, Marlena? Really? Well, that's why he's got more free time to go start the Daytona 500. How about that? Win-win for all of us.
Good deal.
How much more time do we have? 20 seconds?
I'm going to Not I'm going to, I shouldn't say that.
What?
Okay, anyway. It makes you want to do a scam for Valentine's Day. $56 billion lost last year.
I've been scammed
We
on
could
plenty of
think of
Valentine's
something.
days, trust me. Weather's next.